Hello and welcome back to Be Free Institute. Today we're diving deep into a topic that's often seen as taboo: failure. But here at Be Free, we see failure not as an end, but as a stepping stone to growth and success. So get ready to embrace failure and learn from it. Today we're going to discuss 10 powerful ways to do just that, accompanied by real-life examples, practical steps to embrace change, and wisdom from across the globe. So sit back and relax and enjoy. The first thing is to shift your perspective. Our first lesson in learning from failure is all about perspective. As the African proverb wisely states, smooth seas do not make skillful soldiers. Take the story of Thomas Edison, for example. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work," when inventing the light bulb. Instead of seeing failure as a setback, see it as a necessity. It's a necessary part of the journey towards success. Just like Edison, when faced with setbacks, shift your perspective. See failure not as a roadblock, but as a detour leading you to your destination. Our next lesson comes from the world of sports and the Chinese proverb, "Failure is the mother of success." Let's talk about Michael Jordan, widely regarded as the greatest basketball player of all times. He once said, "I have missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed." Michael Jordan, often hailed as the greatest basketball player of all times, faced numerous adversities on his journey to success. Despite being cut from his high school basketball team, Jordan's determination and work ethic propelled him to become a standout player at the University of North Carolina, where he won a national championship. However, his journey to the NBA's greatness wasn't without challenges. Jordan faced fierce competition and doubters who questioned his abilities. Despite being a prolific scorer, he struggled to lead his team to the NBA championship early in his career. However, Jordan used those setbacks as fuel to elevate his game and became even better. He famously devoted himself to improving his weakness, such as his jump shot and defense, through relentless practice and dedication. In 1991, Jordan led the Chicago Bulls to their first NBA championship, beginning a dynasty that would see them win 6 titles in the 1990s. Moreover, Jordan faced personal tragedies and setbacks, including the murder of his father, James Jordan, in 1993. Despite these devastating losses, Jordan persevered and returned to the NBA, leading the Bulls to 3 more championships. Jordan's resilience, determination, and relentless pursuit of excellence have made him an icon, not only in the basketball sport, but in the history of all the sports. His ability to overcome adversity and achieve unpropelled success serves as an inspiration to athletes and individuals worldwide, demonstrating the power of perseverance, hard work, and belief in oneself. Jordan's success didn't come from avoiding failure, but from analyzing it and learning from it. So the next time you face a setback, take a page from Jordan's playbook. Analyze what went wrong and use it to fuel your improvement. The third lesson is learning from how we can embrace resilience. This comes from the story of J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before her books became a global phenomenon, Rowling faced rejection after rejection from publishers. The Iranian proverb says, "You fall, you rise. You make mistakes, you leave, and you learn." Let's just repeat that again. You fall, you rise. You make mistakes, you leave, and you learn. Looking at J.K. Rowling's story, the renowned author of the Harry Potter series, we see how she faced numerous rejections and setbacks before finding success. We see how she fell, how she rose, how she made mistakes, how you lived, and how she learned. Rowling famously pitched her manuscript to multiple publishers. We're not talking about just a handful, but multiple publishers, receiving rejection after rejection after rejection. It is reported that 12 publishers turned her down before Bloomsbury finally took a chance on her debut novel, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Rowling's perseverance in facing rejection highlights the resilience and determination necessary for achieving one's dream. Her story is so powerful, it reminds us that success often requires persistence despite overwhelming odds. So instead of giving up, what did Rowling do? She embraced resilience. She kept pushing forward, even in the face of adversity, and eventually her perseverance paid off. So, when failure knocks you down, what do? Like the saying goes, you fall, you rise, you make mistakes, you leave, and you learn. You embrace it, and you move on, and you continue. You dust yourself off, and you keep moving forward. The fourth lesson is all about seeking feedback. The African proverb says, "By crawling, a child learns to stand." Let's take an example of Elon Musk, the visionary CEO of SpaceX and Tesla, just to name a few. Musk is known for his willingness to listen to feedback and adapt his approach accordingly. So who is Elon Musk? He's the visionary entrepreneur behind SpaceX, Tesla, and other groundbreaking ventures such as groundbreaking ventures. He's faced a fair share of failures on his path to success. One notable setback was the failure of SpaceX's first 3 rocket launches in 2006, which nearly bankrupted the company. Musk learned valuable lessons from these failures, including the importance of meticulous engineering, rigorous testing, and resilience in adversities. Instead of giving up, Musk and his teams persevered, ultimately achieving success with subsequent launches and establishing SpaceX as a leader in the aerospace industry. It is the only privately held company in aerospace. Musk's ability to learn from failure and turn setbacks into opportunities for growth is a testament to his unwavering determination and innovative spirit. Whether it's a failed rocket launch or a setback in production, Musk doesn't shy away from feedback. Instead, he uses it to iterate and improve. So next time you encounter failure, don't be afraid to seek feedback, whether this is feedback from your friends, your colleagues, your customers, or your family members. This is an opportunity for you to learn, improve, make changes, and then come back. Like one person said, what you do is you aim, shoot, reset, aim again, and shoot. That's how we make progress, one step at a time. The 5th lesson comes from psychology and the concept of self-compassion. The Chinese proverbs reminds us failure is not falling, but refusing to get up. Research has shown that being kind to yourself in the face of failure and adversity can lead to greater resilience and growth. So instead of beating yourself up over your mistakes, practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding as you would offer to your friend. Remember, failure is not a reflection of your worth as a person. It's simply a natural path of learning and of the learning process. Remember that in life, we are all going to fail. We're all going to make mistakes. The question is, what do we do with that, and how do we learn from failure? I heard one person actually say that we learn more from failure than we learn from success. And I guess looking at these few stories that we've seen so far, you would say that that is true. The 6th lesson on learning from failure is all about persistence. The Iranian proverb says, "A river cuts through rocks, not because of its power, but because of its persistence." I will repeat it again. A river cuts through rock, not because of its power, but because of its persistence. Let's take a story of Colonel Sanders, the founder of Kentucky Fried Chicken. Before finding his success and fame in the fried chicken recipe, Sanders faced countless rejections and setbacks. But instead of giving up, Sanders stayed persistent. He knew the goal. He knew that the Kentucky Fried Chicken would be successful. And so he continued to knock on doors and pitch his recipe until he finally found someone willing to take a chance on him. So how many times did Colonel Sanders have to knock on doors and be persistent? It was at the 1009th door that he had a yes. He knocked 1,900 doors before he got his first yes. Are we willing to continue after our 100 no? I encourage you to continue because it could be your 102 that you get a yes. Number 7. The lesson 7 comes from the practice of gratitude. The African proverb teaches us, he who learns teaches. It shows us that cultivating a sense of gratitude can help shift your focus away from failure and towards the things that are going right. So let's take a moment to think about this perspective. When you have failed 100 times, or when things have gone wrong, what do? You're grateful, like Edison, to see that you had 1,000 ways, 10,000 ways that weren't right, which means there is the right way and you're getting closer to it. It also means being grateful for the little things that are going on in your life. Write down 3 things that you're grateful for, no matter how small they are. The sun on your skin, the wind on your skin, the smell of the flowers, and just waking up every day, having the ability to breathe, walking, having your family and friends close by, tasting the good foods, taking a walk in nature. All these things are things that we should be grateful for. So take a moment and reflect on that and not to take life for granted. Now, shift your focus in this way can help put failure into perspective and remind you of the blessings in your life. The 8th lesson is the importance of building a support system. Remember, when you're on this journey, it is a challenging journey and you do need that support system. The Chinese proverbs reminds us, a single tree does not make a forest. A forest is made by several trees. And so surround yourself with people who believe in you, who believe in your dreams, who can make all the difference in your life when you're faced with failure. Your family, your friends, your mentors, your support system, those people who give you just words of encouragement and cheer you up, those people who will tell you on the right path, and people who will give you a perspective so that you know where you're going wrong. Surround yourself with your support system. Don't be afraid to lean on them when the times get hard. Remember, you don't have to do it alone. We are trees within the forest. We're not just a tree that makes the forest. So surround yourself with your support system. On the 9th lesson in learning from failure is staying flexible. The Iranian proverb says, if you want to gather honey, don't kick over the beehive. The world is constantly changing, and what works today may not work tomorrow. However, what does not work today may work tomorrow. So remember to be flexible, to make the necessary changes that you need to, so that you can adapt and constantly be changing. Let's take an example of Netflix. Netflix is a streaming giant that started out as a DVD rental service. When faced with declining DVD sales, Netflix could have stubbornly clung to their original business model, but instead they pivoted to the streaming and revolutionized the entertainment industry. On another lesson, let's take an example of Kodak. Kodak was a household name before, known not just for film but other innovative things, including printers and all the other items that they had. However, when the industry changed, when people moved to digital printing of their pictures instead of film, Kodak did not make that change, even though it was the innovator in the digital space. So what happens? Nowadays, we hardly hear about Kodak, even though it was one of the leading in its industry. So what was the difference between Netflix and Kodak? Kodak was not willing to make the change. However, Netflix stayed flexible and adopted its model. So next time you encounter failure, stay flexible. Be willing to adopt and evolve in the response to the changing times. If anything, COVID-19 taught us the importance of us being able to pivot and being nimble. One company that comes into mind was the company that was making gin. During the COVID time, what they decided was to pivot when they realized that the need for sanitizer, for alcohol-based sanitizers, was on the rise. And so they pivoted their business from gin, they started making hand sanitizer. And that is how they were able to sustain themselves even when the revenue was going down. They were able to pivot, be able to become the forerunners in the COVID, provide sanitizers for the nation with the demand that was growing, and still keep the business afloat. The other thing that we need to do is to celebrate growth. Our final license, perhaps the most important of all, celebrating growth. The African proverb teaches us, smooth seas do not make skillful soldiers. Every failure, setback, and mistake is an opportunity to learn and grow. So celebrate these lessons that you have learned. Celebrate it. Do not look at failure as something that you failed, but look at it like in Addison's perspective, as a lesson. You've learned something. This is a stepping stone. You have learned that does not work, and therefore you're getting closer to the solution to your problem. Celebrate the lessons you have been taught and the growth that you have inspired, because every failure is an opportunity for us to grow and an opportunity to learn. So how will you know if you're making progress? Here are 5 things that can help you so that you know that you're making progress. Remember that progress is not linear and that it has twists and turns. However, these 5 suggestions can help you explore them. First is that you will notice that you have increased resilience. This new resilience comes from you having overcome. Notice how setbacks that once felt insurmountable now seem like minor bumps in the road. That's how you know that you have increased resilience. The next one is adaptability. You become more open to change and can pivot when necessary. Number 3, confidence in decision making. Your decision making abilities improve even in the face of uncertainty. And number 4, a deeper self-understanding. You become more aware of your strengths, your weaknesses, and the areas of growth, or like someone likes to call them, the opportunity for growth. Number 5, positive feedback. Others around you notice and acknowledge your growth and your development, and that's how you know that definitely you've been making changes. Like I said, remember, progress is not always linear, but as long as you learn and grow, you're moving in the right direction. So there we have it. Thank you very much for joining us today for the 10 ways that you can embrace failure. We hope that you've been inspired to embrace failure and use it as a stepping stone to greatness. Until next time, stay curious, stay courageous, and above all, be free. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share, and put your feedback in the chat. Thank you. Welcome back, dear listeners, to Be Free Institute, where we embark on a journey to conquer our fears and unlock our true potentials. Today, we diverge again into the profound realm of overcoming fear of failure. As we navigate through these intricacies of this journey, we will draw wisdom from various corners of the globe, embracing proverbs from China, India, Africa, and Iran. So let's begin our transformative odyssey. First step, embrace failure as a stepping stone. In the words of a Chinese proverb, failure is a mother of success. Every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow. Considering the story of J.K. Rowling, who faced numerous rejections before publishing the Harry Potter series, she embraced failure as a necessary step towards her eventual success. The second thing is to shift your perspective. The Indian proverb reminds us, a person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. Understand that failure is not a reflection of your worth, but part of your journey. Take the inspiration from Michael Jordan, who famously said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed." The third step is cultivating resilience. As the African proverb goes, smooth seas do not make skillful sailors. Strengthen your resilient muscle by facing such challenges head on. Consider the story of Oprah Winfrey, who overcame a turbulent upbringing and multiple career setbacks before becoming one of the most influential women in the world. Resilience is the key to enduring success. Step 4. Set realistic goals. In Iran, there's a saying, "Do not try to catch two frogs with one hand." Set achievement goals that stretch your capabilities without overwhelming you. Look at the example of Elon Musk, who sets audacious goals for SpaceX and Tesla, but broke them down into manageable steps, making them achievable. Step 5. Visualize success. Harness the power of visualization. As advocated by the Chinese proverb, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Envision your success vividly and let that vision propel you even in adversity. Visualize success is a technique embraced by athletes like Serena Williams, who mentally rehearses winning matches before stepping into the court. Number 6, embrace imperfection. In India, they say the bamboo that bends is stronger than the oak that resists. Embrace imperfection and flexibility. Understand that perfection is an illusion, and our flaws make us unique and resilient. Take inspiration from the story of Steve Jobs, who famously embraced imperfection in Apple products, believing that they added to their character and appeal. Number 7, seek feedback. As an African proverb suggests, a single bracelet does not jingle. Seek feedback from mentors, peers, and loved ones. Constructive criticism is a valuable tool for growth and self-improvement. Consider the example of Warren Buffett, who actively seeks feedback from his business partners and advisors to refine his investment strategies continuously. Step 8. Take calculated risks. The one who does not risk never gets to drink champagne, goes the Iranian proverb. Take calculated risks. Stepping out of your comfort zone to pursue your dreams. Remember, fortune flavors the bold, but wisdom lies in the measured risk-taking. Take inspiration from Sarah Buckley, who took a risk by investing her savings into launching spandex, a decision that ultimately made her a billionaire. Number 9, practice compassion. In China, they say, to know others is wisdom. To know yourself is enlightenment. Practice self-compassion and self-awareness. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend facing failure. Self-compassion breeds resilience and inner strength. Look at an example of Brené Brown, who emphasizes the importance of self-compassion in overcoming shame and embracing vulnerability. Embrace the journey. Number 10. Finally, embrace the journey with all its twists and turns. As the Indian proverb wisely states, the path is made by walking. Understand that success is not a destination, but a continuous journey of growth and self-discovery. Embrace each step of the process, knowing that failure is merely a detour, not the end of the road. Take inspiration from countless individuals who have faced failure with grace and resilience, using it as a springboard to greatness. So let's take a deeper look at some of these individuals who have overcome great adversities and who have failed numerous times. As we said earlier, J.K. Rowling, despite facing numerous rejection from publishers, Rowling persevered in her writing journey. She refused to let fear of failure deter her and continued to pursue her passion for storytelling. Through resilience and determination, she eventually found success with the Harry Potter series, becoming one of the most celebrated authors of our time. Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's career is marked by his unparalleled work ethic and resilience. Despite facing setbacks and failures, such as being cut from his high school basketball team, he used his experiences to fuel and propel him towards greatness. His relentless dedication to his craft and the refusal to succumb to the fear of failure ultimately led him to become one of the greatest basketball players in history. Oprah Winfrey. Oprah's early life was fraught with adversity, including poverty and abuse. However, she refused to let her circumstance define her. Through perseverance and resilience, she overcame her fears and pursued her career relentlessly. She used her platform to inspire millions around the world, proving that success is possible, even in the face of overwhelming challenges. Elon Musk. Elon Musk's journey is characterized by his willingness to take risks and challenge the status quo. Despite facing numerous setbacks in his entrepreneurial endeavors, including near bankruptcy, failed rocket launches, he remained undeterred. His fearlessness in the face of failure has allowed him to revolutionize industries such as space exploration and the electric vehicles. Serena Williams. Williams' success on the court is not only as a result of her physical powers, but also her mental strength. She has faced numerous setbacks and defeats throughout her career, but she has always bounced back stronger. Through visualization and mental preparation, she overcame her fears and emerged as one of the greatest athletes of all time. Steve Jobs. Jobs' approach failure was rooted in his embrace of imperfection and innovation. He understood that failure was an inherent part of the creative process and used it as a catalyst for growth. Instead of being paralyzed by fear, he embraced failure as an opportunity to learn and iterate, ultimately leading to the creation of groundbreaking products like the iPhone and the MacBook. Warren Buffett. Buffett's success as an investor is a testament of his ability to overcome fear and uncertainty. Instead of being swayed by the market velocity of short-term setbacks, he remained steadfast in his investment philosophy. By seeking feedback and continuously refining his approach, he navigated turbulent markets and achieved long-term success. I wonder how you would be when you see the market fluctuating day in and day out, while you know that you have millions and millions of your money invested in the stock market. Would you be pulling it out, or would you still be holding it and waiting for the right time for you to pull out your money? Just something to ponder on. Sarah Buckley. Sarah Buckley's journey to success was marked by her willingness to take bold risks and persevere in her face of failure. Despite facing numerous rejections from manufacturers and retailers, she remained determined to bring her vision of spandex to life. She transformed her idea into a billion-dollar empire through sheer grit and determination. Brené Brown. Anyone heard of Brené's work on vulnerability and shame? Well, vulnerability and shame is deeply rooted in Brené's experiences with fear and failure. However, instead of allowing shame to hold her back, she embraced vulnerability as a source of strength and connection. By sharing her struggles and insecurities, she has inspired thousands upon thousands to do the same, creating a ripple effect of courage and authenticity, especially in today's world where social media we see perfect individuals. Brené Brown's work has taught us that vulnerability and shame is one of the ways that we can overcome our fears and failure. Let's switch now to environmentalist Wangari Maathai, a founder of the Green Belt movement and the first African woman to receive the Nobel Peace Prize. Wangari faced numerous challenges and fears throughout her life. She overcame the fear of persecution and imprisonment by a Kenyan government for her environmental activism. Despite facing intimidation and violence, Maathai remained steadfast in her commitment to the environmental conservation and social justice. Her courage and resilience inspired countless others to join her in the Green Belt movement, leading to a significant environmental and social change not only in Kenya, but in the world. Nelson Mandela, the beloved Madiba. Mandela's fight against apartheid in South Africa is a testament to his unwavering courage and determination. Despite enduring 27 years of imprisonment, Nelson Mandela refused to be silent or intimidated by the oppressive regime. He overcame his fears of persecution and embraced his role as a symbol of resistance and hope for millions of oppressed people. Mandela's willingness to forgive his oppressors and pursue reconciliation laid the new foundation for a new era of democracy and equity in South Africa. Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi believed in nonviolence resistance philosophy. He was born from Gandhi's nonviolence resistance philosophy was born from his experience with fear and oppression. He overcame his fears of violence and persecution through his unwavering commitment to truth and justice. Despite facing imprisonment and physical attacks, Gandhi remained steadfast in his belief in the power of nonviolence to bring about the social change. His courage and moral clarity inspired millions worldwide to join the fight against injustice and oppression, which ultimately led to the independence of his nation, India. Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa's fearless dedication to serving the poorest of the poor in Calcutta is a testament to her unwavering faith and compassion. She overcame her fear of suffering and rejection by embracing a life of selfless service and love. Despite facing criticism and doubt, Mother Teresa remained steadfast in her commitment to alleviating the suffering of the marginalized and vulnerability. Her example continues to inspire millions to follow in her footsteps and make a difference in the lives of others. As Mother Teresa always said, her goal was to kiss one baby at a time. The Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama is a spiritual leader of Tibet. The Dalai Lama has faced numerous challenges. He actually has been living in exile for more than 30 years, which is more than he ever lived in Tibet. These challenges and threats to his safety and freedom, and also the safety and the freedom of his followers. He overcame his fear of persecution and exile by embracing a message of compassion, forgiveness, and peace. Despite being forced to flee his homeland and live in exile, the Dalai Lama remained committed to promoting dialogue and understanding between cultures and religion. His unwavering commitment to nonviolence and compassion has made him a golden symbol of peace and resilience. Desmond Tutu. Desmond Tutu's fearless advocacy for human rights and social justice in South Africa earned him a Nobel Peace Prize and people's admiration worldwide. He overcame his fear of reprise and persecution by speaking out against apartheid and injustice. Despite facing threats to his safety and livelihood, Tutu remained steadfast in his commitment to reconciliation and forgiveness. His leadership played a crucial role in the peaceful transition to democracy in South Africa and continued to inspire future generations of activists and leaders worldwide. Tutu was also an advocate for the truth and reconciliation and for the healing of South Africa. These extraordinary leaders exemplify courage, resilience, compassion in the face of fear and adversities. Through their actions and sacrifice, they have transformed the world and left a lasting legacy of hope and inspiration for generations to come. These individuals are a powerful example of how overcoming the fear of failure is possible and can lead to extraordinary success and personal growth. By embracing resilience, determination, and the willingness to take risks, they have shattered barriers and achieved greatness. Remember that even in the midst of all this, it's not that the people did not feel the fear, but like one person said, feel the fear, but do it. Like Nike says, just do it even when you're feeling the fear. My dear listeners, as we conclude our exploration of overcoming the fear of failure, remember the journey to success is paved with challenges and setbacks. It is in facing these challenges head-on with resilience and determination that we truly come alive. So embrace failure as a teacher, not as a punishment, and let it propel you towards greatness as you embark on this journey called life. May the wisdoms of those diverse proverbs guide you, and may you emerge stronger, wiser, and more empowered than ever before. Until next time, stay fearless, keep striving for greatness, This is Be Free Institute signing off. Thank you and bye-bye. Welcome back to Be Free Institute, where we empower you to unlock your full potential. Today we're diving into the realm of public speaking, a skill that can transform your confidence and influence. Join us as we explore 10 powerful strategies to enhance your public speaking skills, drawing wisdom from diverse cultures from around the world, including India, China, Iran, and Africa. First thing, embrace the power of preparation. As an African proverb says, smooth seas don't make skillful soldiers, which means that your skills are sharpened during the turbulent time. Preparation is the cornerstone of effective public speaking. Take the time to research your topics, organize your thoughts, rehearse your speeches. Consider the example of Nelson Mandela, whose powerful speeches were meticulously crafted and rehearsed, captivating audiences around the world. Start strong with compelling opening. In India, they say, well begun is half done. Grab your audience attention from the onset with a compelling open that sets the tone of your speech. Whether it is in a thought-provoking question, a startling statistic, a captivating story, make your opening leave a lasting impression. One person who was known for doing that was Steve Jobs. He always opened with a story. Or Brené Brown, who's constantly telling her audience stories that's captivating the audience before she makes the point. Master the art of body language. Pay attention to your body language as it conveys confidence and credibility to your audience. Maintain good posture, make eye contact, and use gestures to emphasize key points. Take inspiration from renowned speakers like Jack Ma, whose charismatic presence commands attention on stage. Engage your audience with storytelling. The Iranian proverb reminds us a good storyteller is a person with a good memory and hope. Harness the power of storytelling to connect with your audience on an emotional level. Share personal anecdotes, case studies, or examples that illustrate your message and make it relatable. Look at leaders like Chimamanda Ngozi, whose TED Talk are masterful examples of the art of storytelling. Hone your vocal delivery. In Africa, they say, he who learns teaches. With your vocal delivery, play a crucial role in conveying your message effectively. Practice modulation, pacing, intonation to keep your audience engaged and attentive. Listen to recordings of your speech and identify areas of improvement. One of the most inspiring speakers is Trevor Noah, whose dynamic vocal delivery captivates audiences worldwide. Utilize visual aid effectively. As the Indian proverb goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Visual aids can enhance your presentation and help reinforce key points. Use slides, props, multimedia elements strategically to complement your speech, but avoid overwhelming your audience with too much information. Take a cue from leaders like Sherry Sandberg, who uses visually compelling slides to enhance her message in presentations, or take a cue from Bill Gates, who goes into almost slide 20, and most of the times it's just only one word on the slides. Handle nervousness with confidence. In China, they say a jade stone is useless before it's processed. A man is good for nothing until he's educated. It is natural to feel nervous before public speaking, but it's how you handle those nerves that matters. Channel your nervous energy into enthusiasm and confidence. Practice deep breathing, visualization, positive affirmations to calm your nerves. Remember, even the most seasoned speakers like Michelle Obama experience nerves before taking the stage. If you are not nervous, then you're not well prepared. Foster authentic connection. In Iran, the proverb states, "You will conquer with kindness." Build rapport with your audience by being authentic and genuine. Share your passion and enthusiasm for your topic, and let your personality shine through. Connect with your audience on a human level, and they will be more than willing to listen and be engaged with your message. Take inspiration from leaders like Malala, whose authenticity and sincerity has made her a powerful advocate for education and human rights. Practice, practice, practice. As the African proverb wisely states, practice makes perfect. The key to mastery in public speaking is consistent practice. Rehearse your speech in front of mirrors, record yourself, or enlist the help of friends or mentors for feedback. The more you practice, the more confident and polished you will become. Take inspiration from speakers like Barack Obama, who famously spent hours rehearsing his speech to perfection, and that has earned him to become one of the greatest orators of our time. Seek continuous growth and learning. In India, they say, the learned say nothing new, and the new say nothing learned. Stay humble and open to feedback, and commit to lifelong learning and improvement. Attend workshops, read books, study the technique of great speakers, embrace every opportunity to speak in public, knowing that each experience will make you a better communicator. Take inspiration from leaders like Oprah Winfrey, who attributes her success to her instant curiosity and commitment to personal growth and development. Finally, embrace the power of preparation. Barack Obama is known for his eloquence and mastery of rhetoric. Obama meticulously practices for his speeches, ensuring that every word is carefully chosen and every message is strategically delivered. His memorable speeches, such as the 2004 Democratic National Convention keynote address, are testament to the power of preparation. Start strong with a compelling opening. Steve Jobs, a master at cultivating his audience from the beginning of his presentation. He often started his Apple product launches with a bold statement or intriguing question, immediately drawing in his audience and setting the stage for what was to come. Mastering the body language. Michelle Obama, the former First Lady and captivating speaker in her own, Michelle Obama utilizes powerful body language to convey confidence and authenticity. Her poised demeanor, expressive gestures, and warm smiles makes her a compelling presence on stage. Engage your audience with storytelling. Brené Brown, renowned for her TED Talks on vulnerability and courage, Brené is a master of storytelling who skillfully weaves personal anecdotes and research findings into her presentation. By sharing relatable stories, she connects with her audience on a deep emotional level, leaving a lasting impact. In fact, a lot of people have actually called Brené Brown not a researcher, but as a storyteller. Isn't that a nice way to be known? Hone your delivery. Martin Luther King Jr. Reverend King iconic "I have a dream" speech is not only remembered for its powerful message, but also for his memorizing vocal deliveries. His commanding live voice, rhythmic cadence, passionate delivery captured the hearts of the millions, igniting a movement for civil rights. I have a dream. I have a dream that someday. I have a dream. He also used repetition to captivate his audience. Utilizing visual aids effectively. Elon Musk. Musk is known for his captivating presentation, often accompanied by visually stunning slides and multimedia elements. Whether unveiling the latest Tesla vehicle or presenting plans for SpaceX missions, Musk utilizing visual aid to enhance his messages and engage his audience. Handle nervousness with confidence. Serena Williams. Despite being one of the greatest tennis players of all time, Williams has attended to her feeling nervousness before big matches and public appearance. However, has admitted to feeling nervousness before public appearances and big matches. However, she channels that nervous energy into confidence, using it to fuel her performance and delivering powerful speeches on and off the court. Foster authentic connection. Ellen DeGeneres. As a beloved talk show host, DeGeneres connects with her audience through her authenticity, humor, and empathy. Her genuine warmth and relatable personality creates an instant connection with viewers, making her one of the most influential voices in entertainment. Practice, practice, practice. Sheryl Sandberg, as the CEO of Facebook and a prominent advocate for women in leadership, Sandberg understood the importance of practice in honing public speaking skills. Whether delivering a TED Talk or addressing a corporate audience, she invests significant time and effort into rehearsing her speeches to perfection. Seek continuous growth and learning. Richard Branson, a serialpreneur and philanthropist. Branson is constantly seeking opportunities for growth and personal improvement. He regularly participates in public speaking engagement, using each experience as an opportunity to refine his communication skills and inspire others with his vision and passion. By studying the techniques and experiences of these real-life individuals, we can gain valuable insights into the art and science of public speaking, empowering ourselves to communicate with confidence, clarity, and impact. Thank you for joining us on this journey to enhance your public speaking skills. Remember, your dedication, patience, practice, and willingness to learn, you can become a confident, impactful speaker. Stay tuned for more empowering content from Be Free Institute. Until next time, speak with passion, purpose, empower, and be free. Thank you. Bye.